he'd probably start singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Making side adjustments here. Gonna look downfield again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start this off.
Looking for more room. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good timing on the quick out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the balls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in this.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is the quarterback had his molars rearranged.
Yeah, but if I'm a defensive guy, listen, hits on the quarterback are important. I know they got a touchdown, but those body blows throughout a game sometimes can add up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking for a crease. It's Woods. Got enough for the first down. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He's open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things. And I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this first quarter than he did his last time out.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Woods. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Power football with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders, they are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Finds space on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught near the sticks. It's Fuller. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Buys a little time. Running into the open space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many 1st downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The snap sets up the throw. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
So here is the Tennessee offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last. Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tigers will hustle to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Showing the arm strength to the left. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Volunteers! Great job by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together. together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback now breaking the field. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Tennessee 14, Auburn 0.
And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Cooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jess, is taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Auburn lines up quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault, precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Right on the money. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Here's the pressure. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He'll take the deep shot. He got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Got a man. It's Woods. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man on the left. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradley. There he goes. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by just 1 over Washington State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Military stop.
They're going to ride this running back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, it's out. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.